Hey, gang. There's an old saying that's been around for a long, long time that goes, try to think outside of the box. And in this video, I kind of feel that way because that's a subject of today's video, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a long, long time. And it is a video about, well, pretty much groups and cults and one of the same thing. You see, gang, I'm not really much of a group guy because eventually, the more you start believing in a certain group, the more you start to realize that maybe this is somewhat of a cult. I'm not saying all groups are, but it kind of has that feeling. See, I'm a member of a group of people that we all have different opinions on certain things, and this group, of course, is the horror movie community. We all have our differences of opinions. We all don't think the same way. We all just basically have our own favorites, non-favorites, and things like that, and we accept that, which I'm very proud to be a part of that community. But I'm talking about these groups where basically it's like everybody is forced to think the same thing. And there are all kinds of groups like this. Now, some of you out there may sit there and go like, well, what about religious groups? Well, let's face it, some religious groups can be like that too, because they want to force into your ear and force into your mind and everything like that. You got to think this way, because if you don't, and if you try to think outside the box, you're out of here. You're out of our group. We'll never talk to you again, and we'll ignore you and stick our fingers in our ears and go, yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, cults have been around for a long, long time, and apparently they're still around to this day, and I don't get why. It's like, do you guys not know of history? Do you guys not know that every time there's been a cult group, it's always been a great big failure? I mean, it's really really sad to see all these groups trying to force people and make people believe in what they think is the common good, and it just turns out no, they're going to get gunned down before too long. And you know, I don't know how far back we can go on cults, but one of the first ones I can remember hearing about was the Guyana cult, where all the people drank the Kool-Aid, and we all know how that happened, how that ended. But to be honest with you, gang, I don't really want to be a part of a group that basically tells you how you have to feel, how you have to live, how you have to think, what to say, and all this other stuff. Never really been much for that. But you know, I just feel like there's too many groups out there that basically tell you, well, if you're one of us, you're one of us. And there's just all kinds of them. There's political groups, there's religious groups, there's all kinds of them. I mean, if you have somebody that basically tells you what to do with your life, and you feel like you're a brainwashed zombie, or as they like to also call it, a sheeple, then basically you are somewhat in a cult. I mean, if you can't really think for yourself, there you go. There you are. I mean, these political groups are the ones that really scare me the most, because basically they feel like we have to live this way. But it's also like religious groups too. Some religious groups are basically like, well, we have to do it this way and this way and this way because our preacher tells us to. And it's like, can't you just be, I don't know, normal? Can't you just accept that this world is full of people that are just different, and you got to accept them? No, most people don't want to do that. I accept the world for being what it is. There are people out there that are different than everybody else, and to me, that's perfectly fine. Well, some people that are different, I'm not too crazy about, like pedophiles and rapists and people like that. Those people, we could just hang upside down over a pit of rabid jackals, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it just saddens me that there are people in this world who just can't really try to think for themselves and just basically look at the world and go, you know what, these are a bunch of messed up people, and I don't want to be a part of that. Scientology. But unfortunately, we have people out there who are going to continue to be sheeple, and it kind of makes me sad. I'd like to see more individuals in this world, but that's a fight not worth fighting for. So I'm going to get on out of here, gang. Thanks for watching, everybody. God bless you all. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like, leave your thoughts down below about what you think about people who are just basically sheeple. And let's stop trying to destroy the world. Let's help others who really, really need it right now. Let's keep praying this virus nightmare is going to end very, very soon. Whether or not you believe in God, He believes in you. And if you would, please help this channel get to 400 subscribers. I'd really, really appreciate it. So take care of yourselves. Try to be good. Try to be good to yourself. Try to be good to others. Till we do this again, as always, stay strong and rock on.